It's 5 p.m.
Alright, quiet on the set.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're live! Let's start the party.
Broadcasting around the world.
OurBroadcastLink.com.
This is your number one internet station. The music you love right here, right now.
OurBroadcastLink.com.
It's another live broadcast. Special edition. Now your hosts, Rob and Jerry.
Well, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is. It's all good, guys, because you are here with us and we're here with you on another Polkas After Dark, the Sunday afternoon edition, and we want to welcome each and every one of you. Thanks for taking time to stop by. And we also have a very nice broadcast put together for you because today we get to talk live with Hank Mazurek, the saxophone player and clarinetist for the New Yorkers Polka Band, as well as, you ready for this? The former owner of the Broadway Grill. Hey, let's start it off the way we should. Here's a tune that made the Broadway Grill famous. Here's one called Down at the Friendly Tavern. Here's the Dynatones.
Dancers are swaying, happiness in the air. Down at the Friendly Tavern, everyone's happy there. Lights are all twinkling, glasses are tinkling, romance is in the air. Down at the Friendly Tavern, nothing else can compare. There's where we'll find a cheer, meet the friends we hold so dear. Round up the polka band and sing a song together. Time to get started, gay and lighthearted, no need to ask us where. Down at the Friendly Tavern, everyone's happy there. Music is playing, dancers are swaying, happiness in the air. Down at the Friendly Tavern, everyone's happy there. Lights are all twinkling, glasses are tinkling, romance is in the air. Down at the Friendly Tavern, nothing else can compare. There's where we'll find the cheer, meet the friends we hold so dear. Round up the polka band and sing a song together. Time to get started, gay and lighthearted, no need to ask us where. Down at the Friendly Tavern, everyone's happy there.
Oh yeah, getting things off and running right there on a Polkas After Dark, the Sunday afternoon edition. What are you laughing at already?
Because as you started going up, I coughed, and I'm like, oh, please, no.
Beautiful.
I don't want to get yelled at again.
Hey, we want to say hello to Wes Swallen. He's here. Also, Daniel Hakis. Mr. Steve Boyd has joined us. Welcome, Steve. Long time no see, long time no talk to. Hope you and the missus and the kids are doing well. We also want to say good afternoon to Mr. Eddie Pilars. Eddie was our guest last week, and thanks, Ed, for all you did for Polkas After Dark for our interview with your favorite musician of all times. And as mentioned a couple of seconds ago there, we do have Mr. Henry Mazurek, the saxophone and clarinetist of the New Yorkers band and also the former owner. He and his wife Patricia used to own the Broadway Grill in Buffalo at 1202 Broadway, for those of you that remember. Boy, we got a great crowd coming in here today.
We sure do.
We also have a lot of folks on our YouTube channel, it looks like, as well as our broadcast link with a C. We're going to say hello to Helena Garbach. Helena, she made a beautiful pizza and put it on the on Facebook today. You know, these people have
When's
to
it being
stop.
Delivered?
I don't know. I don't know if she has our address.
Sure.
She might not. But hello to Helena.
Sending it to the P.O. box would not do good.
No. Especially if it has meat. Well, it did have meat on it. It had kielbasa, and it also had onions and all kind of veggies.
Yum.
And yeah, I know. Hey, so Helena, thank you so much for making everybody hungry this afternoon. That's
I think
evil.
that was your fault. You just told everybody.
That's evil. Hey, Debbie and Jerry Romanowski, all the way in Cohost, New York. They're big fans of Henry Mazurek. They used to hang out with us over at the Broadway Grill many, many years ago. We're talking back in the 80s, folks. Can you believe that? We're all getting old. Well, I'm getting old. Hey, David Bonskevich, David and Princess are listening in from Arizona. We thank you guys so much. Dave Janka, he's up there in Michigan. Dave Lubovinsky in Pennsylvania. Gosh, we've got, let's see here, Tony Biawe from Canada. And Loretta Curtis Mackel, she's here with us in full force. Tommy Hoke, also Gail Vojtovich, John and Marge Subcheck. Holy smokes, we're getting bombarded with folks, but hey, we're not complaining
That's the way
at all.
we like it. We like you guys joining us on a Sunday afternoon.
Not complaining at all. Hey, let's bring up a song by Mr. Henry Mazurek. Here is one by the New Yorkers. Hey, Mr. Joe Michelik's here, also Marty Biniaz and the family.
Ej, Ryciu, oj, mój Ryciu, mój kochany, przestań te pijaństwo, bo pójdzie w kajdany. Przestań te pijaństwo, bo pójdzie w kajdany. Nie słuchałem ojca, ani rady brata, teraz we więzieniu spędzam młode lata. Teraz we więzieniu spędzam młode lata.
Hey, it looks like Eddie Kazmarczyk has joined us. JP, thank you so much. Also, Jeanette Tonsky.
We więzieniu okienkiem wyglądam. Żona na wolności, a ja jej tu żądam. Żona na wolności, a ja jej tu żądam. Żona na wolności hula z chłopakami, a ja we więzieniu zalewam się łzami. A ja we więzieniu zalewam się łzami. Hej!
Hey, that happens to be the sound of the New Yorkers right here on Polkas After Dark, featuring on sax the world-famous Henry Mazurek. Hank Mazurek's going to be joining us real soon. We can't wait. We're going to be calling him at about 25 after 5. Hey, listen, it is 5:09 p.m. Eastern Time for those of you that are listening Midwest and West Coast, and we thank you guys so much. David Korch is in here in the house once again, famed trumpet player. Let's see here. Kathy Sargent. I'm just going through all of these real quick. Michael and Veronica Costa. And they are listening in today. Thank you guys so much. Hey, we're excited because we're going to see you guys next weekend, or should I say this upcoming weekend, for the Memorial Day USPA United States Polka Association Convention and Festival. And you know who else we're going to see there? We are going to see Jennifer Belanda and the entire Belanda family. Ronnie McIntosh joins us from the famed New Brass, and of course, let's see, I believe it was Limelight, if I'm not mistaken. Magitones, okay. Let's see, Janice J is here. Gee, I wonder who she's related to. Marie Pilars. Marie is here joining us today as well. I think I said hello to Kathy Sargent, Barb Morose, Les and Alice Kapuscinski. Tommy Belanda is here. Hey, all we need is 2 more Belandas in the house and we'll be fine. Mary Cook, we want to say hello to you. Mary, it was great to chat with you today. Or actually, Friday is when we got a chance to talk briefly. And also Mr. Greg Russo is here as well.
We also have Les and Alice listening in up there in Canada. And Alice Fischler, Chris Tansky, Donna Zielinski, Ivan Mayers, Linda P., Marcia Moscato. They're all over at our broadcast link with a C. And then we also have on YouTube, Scotch and Donna are hanging out with us again. Bobby Calvert, Eddie Pilars, Joe Michelik.
Hey, Joe Michelik's here.
I
Awesome.
think I got everybody over there too.
Beautiful.
Just don't want to forget anybody.
Hey, let's go with another tune right now by the New Yorkers. Here's one called Twinkling Eyes.
Ej, ładna dziewczyna, nie mrugaj tak na mnie, powiesz, że ja jestem już żeniaty. Nie mogę tańcować, nie mogę całować, choćbym jak chciałbym z tobą się miłować. Tu siedzę sobie sam i tak się spoglądam, oczki niebieskie, ładne, zgrabne nóżki masz. Ale do domu mnie żonka czeka dla mnie, bo ona jest ta i mocno zazdrosna. Nie patrzcie na mnie, ładna dziewczyna.
Hey, a little bit of the Twinkling Eyes polka right here, Polkas After Dark. Once again, the Sunday afternoon edition. Hey, this is where the crazy people meet on the weekend to have fun. And Jerry and I, as we always say, if you're crazy just like us,
Then you have come to the right place.
you betcha. Hey, it's going to be nice to see Les and Alice Kapuscinski
Absolutely.
and all of our Canadian family this coming weekend at the Memorial Day festivities. And also we want to say a happy Victoria Day to all of our Canadian families up there in Canada. That comes up, I think it's tomorrow. As a matter of fact, Victoria Day. Let's see, who else has joined us? Mr. Teddy Collada. Also, we've got Eric Belanda McMaster. So we've got 3 Belandas. We need a 4th. And that happens to be Diane. Come on, guys, get on the phone, call your mom, say, hey, Henry Mazurek's going to be on talking about the famous Broadway Grill real soon. And you know, we'd be remiss if we did not play this song right now. And this is the one and only Scrubby Severiniak.
Zosha! Let's go!
Mr. Daniel Liskevich has joined us. Dan, thank you so much for popping into Polkas After Dark.
Zosia, Zosia, Zosia kuchnię zamiatała i ma Macieja zawołała. Zosia kuchnię zamiatała i Macieja zawołała. Zosia kuchnię zamiatała. zawołała. Matka, matka, matka lampę zaświeciła i Macieja zobaczyła. Matka lampę zaświeciła i Macieja zobaczyła. Matka lampę zaświeciła i Macieja, hej, zobaczyła. Go!
Hey, yeah, we've got Mr. Kenny Michalski and his lovely wife Carol joining us here in the chat room. Also, Mr. Chris Ebel. Chris, can't wait to see you next week. Hey, we're getting there Thursday night. Don't know when you're getting there, but please PM me and we'll give you a cell number to get a hold of us.
Macieju, co robicie? Gdzie tak zaświecałujecie? Wy, Macieju, co robicie? Gdzie tak zaświecałujecie? Wy, Macieju, co robicie? Gdzie tak zaświecałujecie? Zosia, ku mnie zamiatała i Macieja zawołała. Zosia mnie zamiatała i Macieja zawołała. Zosia ku mnie zamiatała i Macieja, hej, zawołała. Go!
Oh, yeah, that's a little bit of Scrubby and the fabulous Dynatones. And speaking of the fabulous Dynatones, we're going to have Mr. Larry Trojak. He's going to be joining us, and we can't wait for that as well. Hey, we want to say hello to Michael Pasheb. Also, let's see here, George. George is tuned in today, I think, on our YouTube channel. Yep. Mike and George do a fantastic show over there Saturday afternoons, WXRL AM 1300, 95.5 FM. And also streaming now live on WXRL. You can catch them 2 to 3 p.m. Eastern Time Saturdays.
We took them for a ride yesterday.
Yes, we
did. Or they
did.
took us. They kept us company.
They kept us company, that's for sure. And we have a lot of fun. We're also going to say hello to Kim Passerb, too, with Howard Anna Realty. That was just a cheap plug. Sorry about that. Hey, talk about a cheap plug. You know what? Let's go ahead. We have to play this one as well. Here's Larry Trojak of the Dynatones. Again, this recording was done back in Lackawanna, I want to say 1981, if I'm not mistaken, because I arrived here in Buffalo in 1983 and have had just a lot of fun ever since with all the Buffalonians. It truly is a classy town, and proud to be proud of it, that's for sure. Hey, we're going to also say hello to some more folks that have just joined us, Andy and Dr. Pilecki. We also have Laurie Inglet. She is here today. Laurie, we thought we may have run into you at our local grocery store yesterday, but it wasn't you. But boy, I'll tell you what, you've got a double running around, that's for sure. Hey, here's Larry Trojak on the vocal with the Dynatones, a little bit of Life of a Drunk. Hey, for all the folks that attended this recording session way back in 1981. Can you believe it, guys and gals? Hey, Christine Holchuk and Amanda, they're tuned in down in Elmira.
Ludzie mówią sobie na mnie, że ja jestem pijaczysko, a i on przecież nic nie pije, piwo no i gorsza wszystko. A i on przecież nic nie pije, piwo no i gorsza wszystko. Klaseczka to mój braciszek, a kieliszek moja siostra. Rączka moja przyjaciółka, po domu silni przyniosła.
Hey, Frank Murkowski is joining us from the Cleveland, Ohio area. Frank, we hope to get a chance to run into you next week at the USPA, the Memorial Day Weekend Festival and Convention held by the United States Polka Association.
Nieszczęśliwy moi grzeszni, ci, co do mnie do przywieźli. Pewnie gorzołeczkę pili i mnie także nauczyli. Pewnie gorzołeczkę pili i mnie także nauczyli. A gdy o sobie pojadę do piekła na czarne moźle, to mnie nawet stary diabeł, mój spirytus mocny poźle. To mnie nawet stary diabeł, mój spirytus mocny poźle.
Hey, that's Larry Trojak on the vocals for you right there. A tune called Life of a Drunk Lament Pijaka. And Larry Trojak is going to be joining us live in a few weeks, so we can't wait for that as well. But you know what else we can't wait for? We can't wait for Jerry to say hello to more people in our chat room as they join us. We got a bunch.
We do. We have Alice Fischler, Chris Curtis, Chris Tansky, Donna Zelinsky with Teresa and Sarah.
Take your time. I'm going to have a sip of my coffee.
Okay. Ivan Mayers, Linda P. and Marcia Moscato over on our broadcast link. We have Mike Possa, Eddie Pilars, Bobby Calvert, Joe Michelik, Scotch and Donna over on YouTube. And you can take over on Facebook.
Let's see here. We got a whole bunch on Facebook. It looks like Wes. You know what? I'm going to cancel this alarm. Hang on one second. That, of course, is our Google alarm letting us know that we got to get Henry Mazurek on the phone. I hope we're not going to wake him up. I hope he's not taking a nap. Hey, we got Eddie Pilars, Helena Garbach, Debbie and Jerry Romanowski. Ryan Compton has joined us. Dave Lubovinsky. Dave Bonk, that's Dave and Princess out in Arizona. Dave Zhenka. Let's see here. Who else do we have? Tony Biawe, which we mentioned a little bit earlier. Loretta Curtis Mackel. Gail Vojtovich. Everybody's piling in here to listen to the interview with the world-famous Henry Mazurek. And this is going to be great. Jeanette Tonsky once again from Polkas 911 over there at Polish Newcastle Radio. Let's see, the Costas are joining us. Greg Schwoidek from WXRL. You mentioned Mike and George. They're tuned in. Jenny Belanda, Erica Belanda. Janice J. Janice can't wait. She's ready. She's all glued to the
She's actually visiting family out of town and is tuned in with us.
Oh, is that right? And once again, Mary Cook has joined us. We're going to say hello to JoJo. If he's out there, that's okay. You can hit that. That's cheap. That's only about a $400 mic. So please feel free to slam into it whenever you need to. Okay. Hey, let's do a song here. We're going to change gears for a little bit. Here's one called Other Side of the River. Here's Bruno Mikos.
Żebym go dostała, posiłabym pionki, żebym go dostała na zielone śpionki. Dawniej człowiek pija bardzo dobrą wódkę, a dzisiaj wypije czystą żarówkę. Pijał i był zawsze zdrowy, a dzisiaj wypije cały tydzień morę. się pijało, mało kosztowało. Wódka dziecińcem to przez kruszki za darmo. Ciwka $1,5, jeszcze nic nie dadzą. A jak się mundruje, zagbić się prowadzą. Dawniej człowiek pija, sam sobie staronie. A dzisiaj wypije, musi kupić one. Czarny łoczka miała, czarnymi patrzała. Czarnymi musiała, bo i nigdy nie miała.
That's the sound of Bruno Mikos and the Harmony Stars, and one called Other Side of the River. I know you guys are anxiously waiting, and so are we, but we've got one more song that we want to play by the New Yorkers. Here's one they did ever so well. Here's one called Hello, Dolly.
Halo, lalka, jak się masz, lalka? Cieszę się, że wróciłaś do mnie. Jesteś liczna, lalka, my to wiemy, lalka. Jesteś młoda, jesteś piękna, jesteś samotna, w głowie mi się kręci jak muzyka. Gra moją starą, ulubioną piosenkę. Dajcie jej rękę, bracia, dajcie twoje serce, bracia. Lalko moja, nie odpuszczaj nas.
Hey, Mr. Bob Saharsky has joined us. Also, Val Bukowski. He said to say hello to the entire Mazurek family listening in today. Also, Jim Miller out there in Wisconsin. Dr. Marion is here in the house. Hello, Dr. Marion Pilecki. And, of course, the ever-so-lovely Mary Lou Cerniak. Oh, yeah, as only the New Yorkers could do it. And you know what, folks? The time has come. We are so excited. We've got a great crowd here in Facebook, also on YouTube, and of course our broadcast linkwithac.com. We are proud to bring to Polkas After Dark in your favorite musician of all times interview, Mr. Henry Mazurek. Henry, can you hear me?
Yes, I can, Robin. Thank you. Thank you. For all the polka fans, we sure miss them since the grill's been sold.
Yeah, hey, Henry, let me ask you this real quick. You guys had the grill from, oh gosh, let's see, I want to say 76? I know it was before I moved here, that's for sure.
Yes, you're right. 76 to 87.
76 to 87. Fantastic. Hey, you know, Henry, before I get off on a tangent here, and before we talk about the famous Broadway Grill, we're showing some pictures. We want to thank Mr. Marty Biniaz and also the Forgotten Buffalo Tour. They provided a couple of clips so that we are able to show some pictures today of you and some of the gang, and of course your lovely wife Patricia. But before we go any further, I want to find out personally here, how old were you when you heard your first polka song, Henry?
I want to say about 10.
About 10, okay. And
maybe 7. Maybe 7, because that's right, 7, because we had just moved to Bailey and Broadway area.
Okay.
7.
All right. And you play sax and clarinet. Do you play any other instruments?
No, sir.
Just
no,
that.
Sir.
Okay. And I understand that you also have a brother, Mr. Whitey, that also played in the New Yorkers. Tell us a little bit about the New Yorkers band. How was it formed?
Well, just like now, we played with all different bands. Many of us in the New Yorker band, and free agency came apparent, and so I was part of it. My brother, Gene Martin, who played sax and clarinet, Gino Curgil, who played bass, John Banashik, who was a music teacher, accordion, piano, and he also taught little combos. That's what we're missing presently in this day and age. We don't have that kind of a tutoring. And Jimmy Jankowski from Edwin's Music Store. So we all got together, and lo and behold, we became the New Yorker band.
Wow. And how long has the New Yorkers been in existence? Because you guys still play. We see you out and about once in a while.
I think we're done. We're in our 70s now, believe it or not.
Is that right?
However, from 61 to 66, we worked together. Then I went in the Army, Vietnam, did that tour, and then when I got back, we got back together for another 8 years, from 68 to 76.
Okay.
So that was the culmination of it, and everybody went their own separate ways.
Well, sir, I do want to thank you so much on behalf of all of our viewers today on Polkas After Dark, and say thank you for your service. God bless you for that, Henry.
Thank you, and I wish everybody pays a little tribute to our people next week for Memorial Day.
And we will. That is a guarantee. You know that, buddy. Flags will be flown outside the houses, hot dogs, hamburgers on the grill, the whole 9 yards, that's for sure. Hey, we're showing a bunch of photographs of you along with the Dynatones, of course, the Down at the Friendly Tavern recording. That kind of put the Broadway Grill over the edge, so to speak. You guys, owned it from 76 to 87. And tell us about how the Dynatones became the house band there, because I was fortunate enough when I moved up in 1983, that was kind of like our home on Sunday afternoons.
Yes. It just so happened to be that my brother's mother-in-law worked at a cleaning place over on Broadway, and the Trojak family lived above them. So I'm at the cleaners. Trojak's coming down the stairs. Hey, Larry, how are you? Blah, blah, blah. Good to see you back. He had just returned from the service, too. So we shot the baloney a little bit, and I told him, boy, it'd be nice to get you guys in there, even just to rehearse. Lo and behold, they start popping in. We had a little jam session there Sunday afternoons. Eddie Pilar's, Dale, a few other musicians, and it started with the jam session, and then it went to the Dynatone being the house band, but we had other bands there too. Crew Brothers, Big Steve.
Yep. Steel City Brass.
Richie.
Steel City Brass was there, I remember, a few times. Mark Cohan and company. And it's amazing because you probably didn't realize when you first opened your doors back then that the Broadway Grill would be such a noted facility there. I mean, everybody that was anybody in polka music knew of the Broadway Grill. The Dynatones would travel a lot, and again, I was with the band for a while.
Yeah.
And what a fantastic group. I took Larry Trojak's place when Larry moved out to Minnesota, and you probably heard that we're going to be talking with Larry Trojak over the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, that's nice. Good to hear.
Yeah,
I'd like to hear that.
Well, and we also interviewed Eddie Pilars last week. Guess what? We've got Eddie Skachillis coming up the week after Memorial Day. Yeah, this is just blossoming into a whole host of things. You know, we've had the opportunity to interview some classy folks, including yourself, and we are so fortunate to have you on here today. But getting back to the Broadway Grill days, did you ever dream in your wildest imaginations that would have happened, that the Broadway Grill just blew up the way it did?
Honest to God, I didn't. And as I'm looking at your one of your statements here, where the crazy people meet on the weekends to have fun.
Yes, sir.
You guys must have put that together after visiting the Broadway Grill and drinking some red eye. That's the only thing that could happen to you guys.
Hey, Henry, talk about something that was very near and dear to everybody's hearts. You started something called East Meets West. Tell us about how that came about.
The people from the Michigan Rowdies and Mass and the other polka clubs from out of town, through the Ombudsman, the Dynatones, they said, boy, we'd like to come to the grill. You know, they hear this information just like you had mentioned, that but they had a conception that we were probably as big as the Crystal Beach Ballroom, which used to hold 1,200 people, you know, at one time.
I'll tell you what, I've been in the Broadway Grill before, and you had pretty close to 1,200 people some days when we walked out there. People standing in the streets just having a great time. But go ahead, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Yeah, well, it was great. It was a great time. Great friends, great people. The polka people from Canada, from all over the East Coast, in Michigan, Chicago. And then they left the grill and went to Chicago. Whitey Rinyets then went with Lush, you know.
Yeah.
And some of those people, Eddie Pilars, played with those guys.
Yeah. With
we had a lot of notoriety for such a small place, you know.
It was amazing to see the crowds that you would get in there. And gosh, back then, you know where I'm going with this. Back then, you'd open up the door to the Broadway Grill and all you would see, smoke filled the air. Because back in those days, you could smoke in a bar.
Yeah.
In a restaurant.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
And you guys had...
And unfortunately, we were all smoking at that time.
Oh, so sure. I did for a brief
stint. It's a good
stint.
thing that I quit.
Yeah, amen to that. I think a lot of people did, and that was a good thing anyhow. Hey, so you had people coming in from all over. Are there certain events that you had, maybe a particular East Meets West, or even just a dance that you held there with the Dynatones, or even another group? Do you have a very special memory of something?
I have a special memory of our 10th anniversary.
Oh, yeah, tell us about that. That we're going to be talking about that too, so
that
jump right on board.
Oh my goodness, I don't know if Larry was the catalyst for that, but we had T-shirts made, we had signs made, we did all these things, and naturally that information got out to the people from the Michigan Rowdies, to the Rukus Hellraisers, to those people on the East Coast in Mass, Connecticut, and we had an entire 4 days, I think, of music with Big Steve, the Crew Brothers, Dynatones.
Let's see, Scrubby and Sunshine?
Maybe them.
Yeah, Scrubby and Sunshine. Also, there was a sign that was posted on the front window of the Broadway Grill that we had, that we remember, and I think we're seeing. And, of course, the photograph of the Dynatones and everybody in that photograph. There were a lot of folks there for the album cover that they used down at the Friendly Tavern. A lot of folks are not with us anymore, but kind of reminisce a little bit, if you will, about that particular photograph.
Just occurred they were getting ready to... It was an early afternoon, Sunday afternoon, and these people were there, Mr. and Mrs. Shikata, and John Killian, who's there, Roger, God rest her soul. It's just said, listen, we got this, everything is in a can now. We're looking to do an album cover, so I think Billy Barnes had a Nikon camera, and he said, well, we'll take a couple pictures and see what occurs.
Wow.
And so, as you can see, my daughter, who's aged now. She's 39 again, and my son Mark is in there. They're youngsters.
Christy and Mark, yeah.
And geez, just took a couple of pictures.
I remember
So
back
what do you
in
think
the...
if we use that picture on? I said, "Oh my God, I'd be honored."
Wow.
And that was the beginning of it all.
Yeah, yeah. And then on the back cover, you have the Little Miss Dynatone. Do you remember that? Doreen Hanslick.
Yeah, I think that's Hanslick's daughter.
Yep. Doreen Hanslick was Little Miss Dynatone way back when.
Yeah,
Boy,
yeah.
talk about all the different things that happened and occurred there. Now, let's go fast forward a little bit.
One of the strangest things, I got to tell you,
Yeah.
strange things occurred during the Memorial Day Parade or the Loyalty Day Parade. You know, they'd have a different guest that may have been playing. Little Wally was the guest thing. So he come in, he played with the Dynatones. He sang a song at the grill.
Oh, wow.
Bitch B Scoop, different people. Then the whole Lush band happened to come in one Monday night. They were traveling through, so they were looking for something to eat. So my wife put something together, put a couple of few ham sandwiches out there, some roast beef, blah, blah, blah. A little red-eye for them and some nice, fresh Labatt's Blue, and everybody's happy.
Wow. And I have to say this, to this day, there are places that have extraordinary wings, chicken wings. But the Broadway Grill, when we used to hit there, whether it was after a band practice, whether it was a Sunday when the Dynatones were playing or other bands that were playing, everybody would come in there and order chicken wings. Now, how many pounds of chicken wings could you have went through?
I don't know. How many pounds did we go through, Pat? Sunday? Yeah. Couple boxes of 30-pound box, couple boxes. And that's in the old days when they were affordable. Now I think you need a mortgage.
Yeah, a second mortgage. You are absolutely correct when you say that, Henry. Holy cow. Hey, Henry, through your musical career, you've had the opportunity and the pleasure of filling in with some guys. Is there a band that you ever wanted to play with or fill in with that you never had the opportunity to but wished you would have?
Those are old. I think some of the old Eastern bands, in the old days, like I mentioned earlier, Crystal Beach Ballroom, which did house or could hold 1,000 people, 1,200 people. We used to play there on Wednesdays with a name band. We did it. The three bands that I recall: Ray Budziwek, Gene Wisniewski, and Joe Jędraski, which was a Canadian band out of Canada. And we'd play the ballroom, and you put 300-400 people in there, Robin, it looked like it was empty, But it was fun going out there, and we enjoyed it. But there was a band, Bernie Witkowski band. Oh my God, I wish I would have played in that band. I don't know why. It's just such a nice, big, tight-sounding Eastern band.
Well, you guys, too, with the New Yorkers, you had a fabulous sound to you guys, and there were only, five guys?
You.
5 guys? 6 guys? Six guys. And you sounded like a 10-piece orchestra a lot of times. It was just the in-your-face music.
Much of that was Johnny Panasha. Boy, he could make those fingers dance on the accordion. Good background for vocals and everything. So, and his arrangements. So they all worked, I guess, for the little time that we're here.
We've got some folks on here tuned in on our YouTube channel. Bobby Calvert, Bobby and Jeannie.
Bobby! Oh my goodness gracious.
Yes. We also have Greg Schwoidak. He commented, he says, I can remember my slow gin fizz at the bar sitting on the pool table. And, of course, Schwoidak. And also, you know what? George Posheb wanted me to ask you a question. Do you remember when you pulled the plug on the Dynatones? I guess they were playing, and you came in and you just pulled the plug on them. Do you recall that at all?
No.
Okay. All right. Anyhow, he had mentioned that. Also, you know who's here with us, too? The captain, Haruku's Hellraisers,
Captain
says
Haruku.
hello.
Hey, man, oh, man, it's great people. Him, his daughter, son-in-law, all them folks out from Albany.
Yep, Debbie Romanowski,
Fortunately,
Jerry.
I saw him with the Dynatone reunion a couple of years ago. My son and I took a ride out.
Now, also, yep, and that was out in Albany, Cohost area when they ran that, Jerry and Debbie Romanowski.
Debbie, yeah, right, Romanowski's.
And Rymanowski. And also, let me go into this. You guys had a phenomenal thing that happened over at the Lamppost out there in Williamsville, Amherst area. That was a huge thing, too, where the Dynatones had a reunion. Do you remember? Can you tell us a few little tidbits about that?
Oh, my God. It was so heart-wrenching because it was like time stopped, and people that you hadn't seen in a number of years that were regulars there or just visited through those polka organizations or through other musicians and other bands. You'd have Wiggs from, I don't know, you know who I'm talking about, Wiggs from Michigan?
Oh, sure, yeah, Wiggs and Kathy, sure.
Yeah. So people like that, they'd be out there. The captain and his crew, and a great Dynatone band that was put together by Larry and Scrub and I think Tommy Pucciano, Tommy Wunderlich, and Nige.
Yes, yes. And you know what was fun, too? Talking with Eddie Pilarz last week, we were reminiscing about the X-Tones. And it's kind of funny, you know, why don't you share a little bit of that background story with us? Because it was all the guys that used to play with the Dynatones, but how on earth did you come up with that name? Because we were trying, okay, what are we going to name the band? Well, we got to do something. And then you popped your head around the corner, and what did you say, Henry?
Well, they were X-Tone because they were ex or former players that went free agents and they'd come back and returned. And I also want to tell you, and maybe Eddie maybe dropped this on you, we had the Vonettes over there at the Broadway Grill, too.
Oh, no.
I don't know if you can recall them.
I don't know who that was.
Those
Share
were
that
the
with us.
girlfriends and Our Lady members of the girls' baseball team that played musical instruments.
Oh, really?
And there were enough of them to put a band together. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
The Vonettes. Now, that story I never heard. How did that come about?
I'll just Dale's wife, you know, and Karen Sevastanovich, one was regulars, and my cousin Barbara and Svava. So and a few others, and everybody played a different instrument, and they played few songs, you know, classicals like Helen Polka, so they could get through that and things like that. It was fun. It was just fun. My gosh!
Holy smokes! Now you were.
I should have adopted all those girls. They're wonderful people.
Yeah, here. You can't say anything bad about them. That is for sure. You know, we've got so many people on here, like I said, Henry, not only on our Facebook feed, our broadcast link with the C.com, which we kind of started shortly after, I want to say October of 2020. So we usually say October of COVID. And it's amazing how people are so anxious, and we're so anxious to get back together because we lost, unfortunately, 2 years of being around each other. And hey, you know, I want to sidetrack here a little bit. You were also the Erie County legislator, am I correct? In the city of Erie County, I should say. Tell me when that was, from when to when.
That was from 82 through 87. And then when, God rest his soul, Dennis Gorski became county executive, he appointed me to the directorship of Veterans Affairs in the county. And that lasted 12 years.
Oh, wow.
So I was in county government for those years, 18, 19, 20 years.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Now, you're also very active at the Post, are you not?
I am. I am there every day at the VFW Post. There's a strong urge for everybody to stop over one of these Wednesdays
And where is that located?
3741 Walden. We're between Central and Pavement. Beautiful cars, old cars, very nostalgic. Nice to come out on a nice day, visit one of them, and it'll take you back a time when people were submarine hunting over at Front Park.
Oh, geez. That's amazing. So you said you hang your hat there a good bit during the week, and
every day, yes.
What is the Post having for the Memorial Day weekend celebration?
Well, we're part of the parade, and we do a memorial service over at our veterans plot over on Lake Avenue.
Okay.
And then we do a small parade, and then our Post provides hot dogs and beverage complimentary to all the participants that want to join us at the Post.
Oh, that's great. That really is. You know, we've got some folks like Dennis Masovich, famed drummer from Happy Richie's band. He's here. Barb and Al Bukowski have joined us, of course. Blender Bob. I don't know if you remember Blender Bob Walensky, but he is the USPA president, and you've heard Jerry and I talk a lot about the USPA Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah, sure.
Out in Cleveland, Ohio, where we're heading out there this coming Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and coming back Monday. But what a great time that's going to be. Mr. Teddy
You're going to do your show out of there?
No, actually we're not. What we're going to do is we are going to do some interviews that are going to be recorded, Henry, because Jerry got this harebrained idea. You know, she's the brains behind the thing, and I'm the money and the equipment behind the thing. But she came up with this harebrained idea. You know what we need to do? We've lost so many musicians and so many great people in the polka world. How about we do something called a walk through polka heaven? And that's exactly what we're going to do in October of this year. And we're going to start to interview some folks, oddly enough, at the USPA this coming weekend in the hotel room. We're going to have some folks come by and just share some positive, happy stories of some of the folks that we have lost, whether they're family members, whether they're fellow musicians.
Sure.
And I think it's going to be great time.
That'd be a wonderful idea. Oh, my God, there's a long list of, unfortunately, they're playing for Jesus up there now.
Yes, they are. But, and you know what? I bet you the crowd's bigger up there than it is here nowadays.
Yeah, you got that right, pal.
I shouldn't say that. Hey, also, Mr. Teddy Collada is saying nice picture of Donnie Zach. He said the New Yorkers and the Jumping Jacks were smoking back then, and Mouse, of course, is the only Jumping Jack left.
Correct.
And Mousy was on for an interview last year. We thanked him for that. Also, Mr. Marty Binia says, ask Henry to describe the Polish village what it was like inside. Live radio broadcasts of the New Yorkers and so on. And Marty, again, was very gracious to provide some of these pictures from Forgotten Buffalo and from his collection. You were kind enough to let him grab some of these photos, and he, of course, kept them. And that's some of the pictures that they're seeing.
I'm glad somebody has them, including people like you that are trying to pass this on. And maybe the young people will revive this and we'll get some little emotion going. The Polish Village was just a beautiful, beautiful bar restaurant, and we used to do the polka show out of there, and we used to do a easy listening show on WEBR out of there too.
Oh,
very, very European motif. All the pictures on the back pertaining to events in Polish culture, like Dingus Day, things like that. You know, the harvest, Dożynki, and large murals that were painted by Casey Mazurek, who was a very influential painter of the time here in Western New York.
Wow.
He had painted the churches, most of anything that was very ornate. He did all that kind of work.
Wow. That's phenomenal.
Yeah.
We're going to also, at this time, say hello to Sherry and Mark Chepach. They, of course, are
Hey,
tuned in.
Sherry and Mark. Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
Also, the Chipchaks are out there in Rochester. They're tuned in. Larry Kutas, which is right around the corner, and Sue Matashevich out there in Massachusetts. Boy, we've got a great, great crowd here today. Like I said, in all the different locations here that we broadcast. And, well, Henry, once again here, as we're slowly coming to a close, mention the VFW post once again and mention the car shows that you guys have. Give the address, give the days, and so on.
Every Wednesday evening from 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock, from 4 o'clock on till dusk, we have a car show cruise night. And we serve hot dogs, hamburgers, beers, and everybody brings their car. We have probably a total 200 cars at our parking lot, 3741 Walden, Lancaster.
Okay.
Which is between Central Avenue and Pavement Road. So it's about a mile and a half from Transit in Walden.
Okay.
But there's no charge, there's no fees or anything, but you can come in and walk around, visit. There are people trying to sell their cars, so you may be interested in doing that.
Sure.
And somebody picks something up like that. Oh, they're beautiful. They're just beautiful.
Oh, wow. That's something else. Now,
how many people do we have that we went to the Dynatones? I mean, the Dynatones had a staff of musicians play for them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true. Well, we are going to have
Stash and you and Al and
Stash Malkevich on fiddle. Al Pietkowski. Let's see, Nigel. Mark, sure. And
Johnny.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, you're right. Sonny Wunderlich, Mike Yvonne.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we're dating, we're going way, way back with the alumni here. That's for sure.
Yeah.
And we also are in talking stages. We're going to have Mark Chepach join us at some point for an interview. And we also talked to Al Pietkowski, so I think that's going to be kind of a fun time too. So we're going to have to keep you posted on that. But all these folks are just so gracious of you taking the time. Can you grab your bride there and at least have her come on and say hello to everybody?
You want to say hello, Patchy? They want you to say hello.
Yeah, that would be great.
Can you hear that or not?
No, I didn't.
Louder.
Oh, she's making supper. And what are we having for supper tonight, Hank?
Oh, the usual beans and wieners.
Oh, yeah. Yep, I love that. And
no, round steak. That's my favorite.
Oh, is that right?
Round steak, little mashed potatoes, little beets on the side.
Oh, yeah. Now you're talking. Hey, well, and you again, thank you so very, very much for taking the time this half hour to spend on Polkas After Dark during this interview of your favorite musician of all time. Of course, talking about the Broadway Grill Days, the Polish Village, and just all kind of great, great things. We're also showing a picture, believe it or not, of Mr. Eddie Kutas. Eddie Kutas Sr. was in there in one of the
we first started the polka tapings at Warsaw Inn.
Oh, tell us about that.
Across the street from the Polish Village.
Oh, is that right?
That was probably 1961, and Eddie, the father, Eddie Kutas, would tape us playing over here. We played in the back room, blah, blah, blah. And the following week, they'd put it on, Denny Leshniak would put it on WADV, and people could hear their requests of themselves, whether it was a birthday or a wedding or baptism, something like that.
Oh,
but
fantastic.
Yeah, Eddie, the old man was a good friend.
Yeah.
Good friend.
Eddie was an awesome guy. The whole family, I got to be honest.
And he was good friends with Lush, with Marion Lush,
Oh, yes. Yes, I remember that. And also Lenny Gomolka, Chicago Push. Every time he'd come to town, the band would go over there, whether they were playing there or not, or playing someplace else. They'd always go over to the Polish Villa.
I mean, in my place, Lenny would come over with the band, TBC, Mitch Biskup, I don't know. Like I said, it was just The notoriety was there. The size wasn't, but
Yeah, yeah.
it was due to the great polka people and great friendships that Pat and I made with a lot of these people.
Now,
It was fun. It was fun.
I made a huge investment in the Broadway Grill.
Did you?
People don't know this, yes, but I purchased the pool table, or at least I don't have it in my house, but I definitely spent a lot of money in that pool table. Whatever happened to that thing?
I don't know. I didn't. Maybe it got tossed in the fire.
Oh, that's right,
when
too.
the fire occurred.
That's right, because you had sold the facility to a couple of guys who had hung out at the Broadway Grill for many, many years. And then...
Gregory Herezga and Dennis Marciniak.
Yeah.
Tugboat and Gregory.
Yes. Tugboat and Greg. Holy smokes. Boy, you are bringing it back now. Hey, also, Val Bukowski chimed in. He says, Henry, do you remember Eddie Gutt? I think it's Gutt on accordion. Do you remember Eddie? Eddie Gutt or Goot? Gutt?
Oh, Eddie Gutt. Yeah, Good Savage.
Oh, okay. All right. Who did he play with?
It's just, local bands, that were formed, put together, 3-piece bands, 4-piece bands.
Gotcha.
Robin, before you came to Buffalo, and maybe you can get verification from one of the older guys like me. There was so much music going on everywhere on the east side.
Oh, yeah.
Every bar, every veterans post had music, live music, and then the record spinners come along and put all that to sleep.
Yeah. No, I remember days, Henry, when I first moved here in 1983, January 1st. I lived over on Lombard. The house is no longer there, but I lived there, was able to walk back and forth to the Broadway Grill, which was fantastic because it was within walking distance. And I'd come over there. There would be Wednesday nights at Chopin's, Friday at Chopin's, Saturday there was always either a wedding or a party, an anniversary, something that was going on. And then Sundays was the big Broadway Grill time. And then after the grill was done, people would get in their cars or they'd take a walk up, if it was a nice night, to Alexandra's.
The Sandys, sure.
Yeah,
sure.
And that was fantastic, too, because that was the home of the G-Notes back then.
Yes, yeah,
and just,
all great guys, great players.
Yeah, here. Well, Henry, once again, thank you. I gotta ask you 2 more questions before I let you go because I always do this. Now, did you travel a good bit with the band at all? Did you ever get a chance to go out of town, out of state?
No. Yes, we did, but not as often as like the Dynatones or I think Lenny and Eddie that probably have the record for most out of town gigs.
Sure. Well, let me ask you this: do you have?
We played 4 nights a week at the Polish Village.
Oh, is that right?
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Oh, wow. Now, that was, of course, before you had the grill because you didn't have time to do that during the week and on the weekends after you and Pat got the grill.
We did a TV show on Sunday afternoon. We'd go to Chopin's. We'd play from 2 to 7, from 3 to 7, and then from 8 till midnight at Polish Village. Then we were busy every Sunday. I mean, we were busy every week there for probably 2 years. So travel was out of the question.
So what I was going to ask, and I always do to everybody that I speak with at least, do you have a favorite breakdown story, if any time, that you were going to a place, coming back from a place, other than the usual flat tire? Do you have something juicy that you can share with us?
We played, we used to do another radio show on Whistle Radio, WYSL. And we had to go, Pat, what was the name of that place over in Blaisdell, that hotel? There was a hotel on Lake Avenue in Blaisdell.
Okay.
And we did the radio shows out of there and played there from, I want to say, 8 to 12 at a different time of the year. And we're there, there's a pretty good crowd, maybe 100 people or so, blah, blah, blah. They're drinking, having dinner, enjoying themselves, and it's snowing like heck outside. So now we get out there, we got snow to our knees. So lo and behold, Nobody's got a shovel. Nobody's got anything. Guess what we're digging out with, ladies and gentlemen? Tennis rackets.
Are you
Friends
serious?
of ours had tennis rackets in their car. We were digging the snow out with tennis rackets.
Oh,
So that's my crazy
that's
story.
Funny. Holy smokes. And in closing, again, I thank you from the bottom of my heart, as Scrubby used to say, from the bottom of my serce. Thank you for
It's
coming
my
on
honor,
here.
my honor to do business. Everybody, please stay healthy. And let's get this show off the ground.
Yeah, we still have a lot of, you mentioned that we need to get the young kids involved. And I don't know the last time you had the opportunity to catch Michael Costa in the Beat. But we now refer to that band as the Beat 3.0, and he has 3 fantastic kids. And I got to call them kids. I mean, they're 19, 20s, but they are just setting the world on fire with their talent, with their vocals. It's amazing. 2 of the Yash boys and Sebastian Pekowski, they're lighting up the stage every time they play. And we're excited to see them next week along with the other bands at the USPA coming up. But Henry, in closing, what advice would you give to somebody now? You said you're in your 70s and you've played a long time, dating back to the 1960s. So what advice would you give to somebody that wants to get involved in music? They could be any age, and it could be any genre of music. It may not necessarily have to be polka music, but what advice would Henry Mazurek set them down and say, here's what you need to do?
You have to study music, and you have to practice. Practice, practice. There's no easy way. The most talented musicians that you hear around presently are the ones that put the nose to the grindstone and practice a lot and made their instrument technical. And boy, oh boy, there are some great musicians out there that I listen to every day.
Yeah, hear, hear. And of course, they have to keep the polka music strong on all the radio stations. Now the internet that we have, 365 days a year, you can catch polka music, which is phenomenal on all of the stations. Hey, it's funny. Kenny Michalski and Carol Michalski both chimed in and said the location was called the Blaisdell Hotel. That's what you were looking at, the Blaisdell Hotel.
Blaisdell Hotel was on Electric Avenue. This was
okay.
on Lake Avenue.
Lake Avenue, okay.
There was a motor lodge, it was called. Something Motor Lodge.
Oh, okay. All right. And
but, that's 60 years ago. I'm happy I can look at my socks and tell you what color socks I have on today. Otherwise,
and you probably
listen. This is such an honor for me to be joined with you and say hello to everybody and thank them for their support, their love, and I hope that everybody stays healthy, gets out to the festivities next week, and enjoys your company.
Hey, well, thank you so very much. God bless you. God bless Pat, and we love you. You know that. And
thank you. Likewise.
We cannot wait to see you again, sir. Hey, we've got. Let's see here. What time is it? It is now 6:08 p.m. Eastern Time. We just got done talking with Henry Mazurek from the New Yorkers, and also, of course, the Broadway Grill. And if you missed any part of the interview, you can jump onto Facebook after this broadcast at 7 p.m. Or you can also jump on to our broadcast link with a C and catch it, as well as look at it in the archives on our YouTube channel. Hey, one more song here. Let's go ahead and bring up the New Yorkers. Here's one called Forever and Ever. Hey, that's a beautiful tune by the New Yorkers. And again, if you just missed it, folks, well, you need to jump on and catch the interview from today, just a little while ago, with Henry Mazurek. And Pat, of course, got a chance to say hello too, but she was making some grub for Henry. Hey, we couldn't let this show be done without playing this one. Here's the Choo Choo Train polka. Oh yeah, that's one called The Choo Choo Train by the New Yorkers. Hey folks, once again, if you're just joining us, thank you so much for tuning in to Polkas After Dark. This here is the Sunday afternoon edition, and we're here every Saturday evening from 9 till 11 p.m., and then also again on Sunday afternoons from 5 to 7. Of course, we will not be doing a broadcast this coming week. We will not be doing a broadcast Memorial Day weekend, Saturday and Sunday, because Jerry and I are going to be visiting some friends, some relatives, and some polka families out there in Cleveland, Ohio, and we're going to be telling you about that in just a little bit. Hey, right now we want to play a song for, let's see here, how about Ms. Kathy Sargent? She tunes in all the time for us. She requested a tune by PCM Polka Country Musicians, and here's one called I'm Thankful. Mr. Les Kapuscinski, we're going to search for a song. We're going to try to get one up there by the Polish Kid.
I'm thankful for the hours that I spend in your embrace. Because of you, my dear, I wear a smile upon my face. I'm thankful for your kisses that are tender and so sweet. It's the touch of your warm lips, my love, that makes my life complete. I could go on and on and on with wondrous things about you, but I'll just sum it up with this: I could not live without you. So many are the little things so precious and divine, and I'll be yours and yours alone as long as you are mine. That you keep showing me, your words of understanding that mean hope and dreams to me. I'm thankful for the way you love, no other can compare. I know I'm blessed to be the one with such a love to share. I could go on and on and on with wondrous things about you, but I'll just sum it up with this: I could not live without you. So many are the little things so precious and divine, and I'll be yours and yours alone as long as you are mine. I could go
to sum it up with this, I could not live without you. So many are the little things so precious and divine, and I'll be yours and yours alone as long as you are mine.
That's a little bit of PCM, polka country musicians. What you laughing about now,
I'm
kid?
still watching it because it went from there to there to there.
Oh.
So, third time's a charm.
Tay.
Oh,
Hey, why
Tay.
don't you go ahead and say hello to the folks that are in the chat rooms? Boy, we had a fantastic crowd.
What a crowd. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. And I love how our YouTube is getting more visitors and more chatters, and I really like not being alone there anymore.
See?
We have Alice Fischler, Chris Curtis, Chris Tansky, Donna Zawinski with Teresa and Sarah, Ivan Mayers, Linda P., Marcia Moscato, and Warb. And Captain is getting set up with a chat room in the chat room on our broadcast link. So that's
nice.
Really cool.
Nice.
Over on YouTube in the chat room is Scotch and Donna. They're old regulars with me.
Yeah.
Bobby Calvert's been coming in and keeping me company as well. Eddie Pilars, Joe Michelik, Bobby Calvert. Did I say him already? I don't know. Mike Bosher.
Bobby and Jeannie.
And Jim Miller.
Jim Miller.
Also, there was a nice little ditty that...
Ditty?
Ditty.
Like
A little
Jack
ditty.
and Diane?
Ditty, yep.
Oh, okay.
Of course.
Yeah,
Les made
we'll
a
be sued for
comment
that too.
about the Polish kid being inducted into the IPA Hall of Fame.
Ooh.
And he is from out Michigan way.
Yes.
And you said you were going to see if you can find a song by him.
You know what? I did. I found one.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, see?
That's it. Don't play anymore.
Okay. Hey, that's all you need there, Les, is just a request, and boom, it's there right in front of your face.
What is the way to show how much I love you? When is the time to tell you that I care? Should I begin to build a love that's always wanting you? What is the way? When is the time for loving you? So true, a sweet caress will prove my tenderness, dear. A happy smile each day that we exist, dear. And when I dream, you will always be in rainbows. Yes, it's true, this is the way. Now is the time for loving you. So true. Show how much I love you. When is the time to tell you that I care? Should I begin to build a love that's always wanting you? What is the way? When is the time for loving you? So true, a sweet caress will prove my tenderness, dear. A happy smile each day that we exist, dear. And when I dream, you will always be in rainbows. Yes, it's true, this is the way. Now is the time for loving you. So true.
Oh, yeah, that's one by Don Chowaczewski, and I hope I'm pronouncing that name correctly.
That is not how I would have pronounced it.
I'd like to buy a vowel, please.
Right, there's some vowels in there.
We got some really cool stuff here. Let's see, Audrey is here. Audrey Palczynski. Hey, Audrey remembers the Broadway Girl. Boy, you missed a great interview, Audrey, or maybe you were in there and you just popped in to say hello. We also want to say hi to Diane Belanda. Yes, we now have all four of the Belandas in the house, and we can't wait to see them next week. We're going to see Tommy play, which is going to be kind of cool, and he is working with the New Generation Band. Oh, gosh. Hey, you mentioned a couple of things there. We've got a tune by the Mrozinskis coming up. And, Jerry, what did you want to make mention of that?
That is in honor of Tom and Jean, who is Mary Lou Cherniak's sister's son, who passed away last week, Wednesday.
Oh, so sorry to hear that.
So sorry to hear that, Mary Lou.
Well, here is a song by the Mrozinskis. Great tune. Here's one called Y'all Come.
Yashu's bringing Josie, someone's bringing Vanja to the great big polka dancing town. Our favorite band is playing those happy snappy polkas, so we'll all be hopping up and down. You all come, you all come, you all come, you all come. There's a great big polka dance in town tonight. You all come, you all come, you all come, you all come. There'll be polka dancing till it's broad daylight. Aniela idzie z Bierkiem, Usia idzie z Wakiem, będę wszyscy dzisiaj hulali. Edziu będzie śpiewał, Anteściak pogrywa, każdy się wesoło zabawi. You all come, you all come, you all come, you all come. There's a great big polka dance in town tonight. You all come, you all come, you all come, you all come. There'll be polka dancing till it's broad daylight.
Hey, there's the Mrozinski brothers, and that's one called You All Come. Hey, Jerry, why don't you go ahead and mention an upcoming event, which is going to be not this weekend, but it's coming up in a few weekends anyhow.
We are going to let you know all about the Buffalo Polka Booster 52nd Annual Picnic, Sunday, July 24th, 2022. Time is from 2 to 7 p.m. at Fontana's Picnic Grove, 2299 Clinton Street, Buffalo, New York. Music will be provided by the newest, greatest Buffalo band called Seven. Food served.
No, I'm not going to do like that deviant. No, go ahead.
We got to come up with something now. Yeah. Food will be served from 3 to 6, and it'll be hamburgers, hot dogs, Polish sausage, and salads. They have this little beer truck there, so you're going to want to bring your own pitcher for the beer instead of having to run up there and get a cup every time you want a beer, like I do every single time, because I never bring a pitcher because I forget. So make sure you bring your own pitcher, but there is no BYOB. There will be water and pop also available. That's included in the one price for everything. Members are $20 in advance until June 22nd. So my suggestion to you is to get a hold of one of the Polka Booster officers and become a member.
Did you say the 22nd when?
Until June 22nd,
June
the
22nd,
tickets.
okay.
Yep. So you got until June 22nd to become a member of the Buffalo Polka Boosters.
They still have time.
To get that $20 price. If not, it's $25 at the door for members and guests. And kids up to 12 are free when accompanied by an adult. Can you imagine a bunch of 12-year-olds just walking in without an adult going, hey, we're here. We want to listen to polkas.
And like half of them bring their own pitcher.
That would be a sight. That's it. We're going to have to go out and grab all our grandkids and make them come in by themselves. Hey, we're here for free.
Where's the hot dogs? I can picture Silas. I'd take a hamburger.
Oh, too cute. Advance tickets are highly recommended, and you can get those by reaching out to Chris Tansky at 716-771-1076 or Barb Morose at 716-668-2694. Again, Chris's number is 716-771-1076 or Barb is 716-668-2694. And Robin and I will be there celebrating our 12-year anniversary.
Yeah. We should take all the grandkids.
Yeah, maybe we will.
And we can take pictures of them holding pitchers of beer. That would be cute. Yeah.
Or pictures. Just pictures.
Pictures of pictures.
Pictures.
We can take pictures of pictures.
Pictures.
Yeah, that's easy for you to say. Once again,
no, it wasn't.
How can they get a hold of tickets?
You can get a hold of tickets by calling Chris Tansky at 716-771-1076 or Barb Morose at 716-668-2694.
We want to tell you about the USPA 53rd Annual Festival and Convention.
May 26th through the 29th, 4 days of polka music, and that is Memorial Day weekend, of course.
There's food concessions available daily, special drink prices throughout the weekend. Daily admission is $20 Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, but you can save money with a 3-day pass. That's only $51.
Thursday, May 26th in the Lounge, music from 9 to 1 a.m. by Jimmy Kay and the All-Stars, and that is a free event.
Friday, May the 27th, doors open at 6 p.m. The Lounge, there's music from 8 p.m. until 12 a.m. by New Generation, and in the ballroom, 7 p.m. to 1 a.m., it's The Beat and the Dinah vs. Sticktonaires.
Dinah vs. Sticktonaires, Sticktonaires, Dinah vs. Sticktonaires, that's the name of the band.
Hey.
On Saturday, May 28th, it's the 46th Annual Polka Music Awards Banquet. Reservations are required. In the ballroom at 10 a.m., music provided by Polish Freight and Music Company. There will be a lounge party, music from 12 until 3 p.m. with the Polski Chicks.
And in the Lounge, music starts at 8 p.m. until midnight with the Tri-City Drive. The Ballroom, music from 2 p.m. to 2 a.m. Wow, that's 12 continuous hours of music. The Maestro's Men, the New Brass Express, the Boys, and the Polish Connection.
On Sunday, May 29th at 10 a.m. is the USPA Annual Meeting Election of Officers. That is a members-only event. At 11 a.m., there's going to be a polka mass with John Gura and Gulave.
Music from 1 p.m. to 1 a.m. There's that 12 hours again. The polka country musicians, Dinah Brass, Polka Family, and John Gura and Gurale.
Rooms are available at the Holiday Inn, Cleveland South, 6001 Rockside Road, Independence, Ohio, 44131. And you can call 216-524-8050 for reservations, and there is a special room rate.
What's the rate?
It is $96 per night.
Call the Holiday Inn once again at
216-524-8050.
Hey, don't forget, you can also purchase a 3-day pass for $51 per pass for all 3 days. Otherwise, you're going to be paying $20 per day, so that's a savings of $9 per pass.
And you do have to get those in advance. They will not be sold at the door. Also, while we're mentioning it, the 46th Annual USPA Polka Music Awards Banquet. Tickets are available for that, and they are only $28 per person. Cash bar, no refunds.
Hey folks, we are going to see you at the USPA 53rd Annual Festival and Convention, May 26th through the 29th.
Let's get this party started. Get out there on the floor. Take a chance and have a dance. You'll yell and scream for more.
Hi, polka fans. Mike Costa here to tell you about an upcoming event you don't want to miss. Puko Yashu presents New Year's Eve Polka Extravaganza. 3 bands, 2 nights, all at one fantastic location, which is the Embassy Suites at Independence, Ohio. Saturday night, New Year's Eve, dinner dance. Music by polka country musicians and The Beat. Dinner starts at 5:30 with dancing from 7 to 1 a.m. Sunday, New Year's Day, featuring the music of Polka Family and The Beat. Music from 2 to 8 p.m. A 2-day package price is only $140 per person, or $125 for just New Year's Eve and $25 for New Year's Day. Embassy Suite room rates for the weekend start at $119 per night. For all the amazing extras, details, and reservations, please see the flyer at Mike Pikowski's or Jeff Yash's Facebook page. Or you can call Mike at 908-209-9843 or Jeff Yash at 518-281-1587. Folks, this is the New Year's Eve event you have been waiting for. You don't want to miss it. Deadline to reserve is October 15th.
The other way, and I'd have never been aware, but as it is, I'll dream of her tonight.
No, they won't let us sing, I guarantee you that. Hey, but folks, you do want to make sure that you join us for that event. Jerry and I are going to be there Friday and Saturday and Sunday. On Friday and Saturday, we are hooking up a live remote broadcast, which is going to be phenomenal. And then DJ Bruce joins us. Bruce Zamorski, he joins us on Sunday afternoon. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and you definitely want to be there. That's going to be the event of the decade, because this won't happen again, where a New Year's Eve and a New Year's Day fall on a weekend for another 10 years. Love that Puko Yashu.
That is a great logo.
Isn't it? Man, I'm telling you. Hey, you know what else is great too? Check
Make
this out.
plans now to attend the 54th Annual International Polka Association's Convention and Festival, Labor Day weekend, September 2nd through the 4th, at the Pittsburgh Cranberry Hilton Doubletree Hotel in Cranberry Township, Pennsylvania. Enjoy 3 fun-filled days, including a welcome party, the prestigious Hall of Fame and Music Awards banquet, pool parties, election of officers and directors, performances by Hall of Famers, and polka entertainment featuring some of the nation's top polka bands, featuring Lenny Gomulka and Chicago Push, the Dynabrass, the Buffalo Concertina All-Stars, the Jack Taddy Band, the IPA Tribute Band, Michael Costa and the Beat, Klansnick and Friends, John Gura and Gurale, the Polka Country Musicians, New Generation, 7, the Boys, Cosmics, and the New Tone. Get all the details on room reservations and more by visiting the IPA online on Facebook and at IPAPolkas.com. Don't miss the 54th Annual International Polka Association's Convention and Festival, Labor Day weekend, September 2nd through the 4th, at the Pittsburgh Cranberry Hilton Doubletree Hotel in Cranberry Township, Pennsylvania. Get all the details at IPAPolkas.com.
Hey, Mark, why don't you tell them a little bit about the kickoff dance?
Labor Day weekend brings another annual IPA convention and festival, and Thursday, September 1st is the kickoff of the big weekend with Western Pennsylvania's hottest polka band, the Mon Valley Push. 7 p.m. at the Cranberry Elks Lodge, Cranberry Township, Pennsylvania. A cash bar will be available for your favorite beverages, so no BYOB. For tickets, table reservations, and details, contact Chris Bogdan at 412-260-9725. That's 412-260-9725, or email Chris at bogdanfamily.com. That's Chris at BOGDON family.com. Don't miss the 54th Annual IPA Convention Kickoff Party with the Mon Valley Push. 7 p.m. on Thursday, September the 1st at the Cranberry Elks Lodge, 20720 Route 19, Cranberry Township, Pennsylvania. For tickets, table reservations, and details, contact Chris Bogdan at 412-260-9725.
Well, hello again, everyone. This is Stephen Kaminsky from the International Polka Association, the IPA. And who knows, if you join the IPA too, you could one day be a talking animated spokesman like me. Anyway, we are pleased to announce the 3rd annual IPA Young Songwriters Competition. We are looking for the next hit polka or waltz, either a vocal or instrumental. If you could write it, we definitely want to hear it. If you are between the ages of 16 and 39, as of the July 1st deadline, you are eligible. Compose your song in any polka style, Polish, German, Slovenian, you name it. Record a simple demo so we can get the gist of the tune. It doesn't need to be professionally produced. Your song will be judged only on the quality of the songwriting itself. Oh, and you'll need to write out a lead sheet that shows the melody, chords, and lyrics, but feel free to get help from a teacher or other music professional for that part if you need it. Go to the IPA website and find the Young Songwriter page and submission form. There you can attach your lead sheet and an MP3 file of your demo. The deadline for submissions is July 1st, so who knows, maybe your song will be this year's winner. And here's the good part. This year, the first place winner will receive $1,000, and the second place winner will get $100. The winner will be announced during the IPA Festival this September. So get writing those polkas or waltzes. We want to hear them. Best of luck.
Hey, by special request, Mr. Chris Curtis wanted to hear a little bit of the Peppermint Sticks out of Pennsylvania. Here they are. Here's a tune called Zgóry Polka. Hey folks, once again, thanks for joining us here at Polkas After Dark. We're here until 7 p.m. Eastern Time on Sundays, and don't forget Saturday nights, but no shows this coming weekend.
Jedź na dolinie, hamuj, ty masz mnie, dziewczyno. Szanuj ziemię, szanuj, ty masz mnie, dziewczyno. Szanuj ziemię, szanuj. Stodole na dole, na samym klepisku. Chciałem ja całować, dostałem po pisku. Chciałem ja całować, dostałem po pisku. Czasy minęła ta chwila, co każda panika jednego lubiła, co każda panika jednego lubiła. U mężczyzny myśli jak na drzewie liści, koło jednie świeci, a o drugie myśli, koło jednie świeci, a o drugie myśli.
Hey, that's a tune by the Peppermint Sticks. They were out of McKeesport, Pennsylvania. Good call, Mr. Chris Curtis. And Mary Lou Czerniak said, Peppermint Sticks, never heard of them. But so good, thanks for sharing. Well, the reason why we're sharing is because you folks are asking for stuff. As somebody said, hey, I see Joe Michelik's on here. Do you have a song by him? Here's a tune called Dorotka Polka. Say hello to Mike Reel, Darlene, and Michael.
Ty ze mnie szydzisz, Dorotka, ty ze mnie szydzisz. Ty mnie tylko wtedy kochasz, kiedy mnie widzisz.
Hop, hop, da, 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 kiedy mnie widzisz, Dorotka. Hop, hop, da, 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 kiedy mnie widzisz.
Z ciebie nie szydzę, chłopaku, z ciebie nie szydzę, bo cię zawsze szczerze kocham, choć cię nie widzę.
Hop, hop, da, 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 kiedy mnie widzisz, Dorotka. Hop, hop, da, 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 kiedy mnie widzisz.
Sprzedam ciele na jarmarku za 4 bite i wyprawię weselisko sute obfite.
Hop, hop, da, 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 kiedy mnie widzisz, Dorotka. Hop, hop, da, 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 kiedy mnie widzisz.
A to wszystko dla cię, luba, dla cię jedyna, boś ty tylko w świecie jedna moja dziewczyna.
Hop, hop, da, 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 kiedy mnie widzisz, Dorotka. Hop, hop, da, 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 kiedy mnie widzisz.
Hey, for Chris Dansky and all the boys. Well, not all of the boys, but for Chris Dansky, she's a big fan of these guys. Also for Jennifer Belinda Rutenberg, we're going to send this one out to you. Here's the boys, Mary Jane.
Mary Jane, you are driving me insane. Tell me that you love me, but you're lying. Mary Jane, I still love you just the same. You're gonna break my heart and leave me.
Hey, for Ken and Gel Juba, they're back at Stateside here in New York. Great picture of your great-grandson, Nicholas, by the way, Kenny.
Mary Jane, dalej kocham cię co dzień. Złamała serce me, to będę płakał. Mary Jane, you are driving me insane. Tell me that you love me, but you're lying. Mary Jane, I still love you just the same. You're gonna break my heart and leave me crying. Mary Jane, znowu kręcić cały dzień. Ty mówisz, że mnie kochać, lecz to bajka. Mary Jane, dalej kocham cię co dzień. Złamała serce me, to będę płakał.
Live interviews on Sundays right here on Polkas After Dark. Now streaming live on YouTube.
Hey, here's the band, one of the bands we can't wait to hear next weekend. You know who this is? It's DVSTA. Dinah versus Stick-Tonaires, 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 Dinah versus Stick-Tonaires. That's the name of the band. Hey!
Ona mówi nie, moje kochanie, chłopie mama była, zacałowy mnie. Ranek, czy ja pytał ci
Hey, by special request for Mr. Dave Janka, here's one featuring Foo on the vocal, a tune that he wrote, one called Where Are All the Boys? Here's Tony Blazonczyk's New Phase.
Where are all the boys? All my friends from yesterday. I see all the faces, the laughter and the joy. Where are all the boys? After school we played ball and pitched pennies against the wall. Some played music after all. Where are all the boys? Dances, proms, we had fun. Uncle Sam gave us guns. Here we are, the lucky ones. Where are all the boys? Where are all the boys? All my friends from yesterday. I see all the faces, the laughter and the joy. Where are all the boys? Where are all the boys? All my friends from yesterday. I see all the faces, the laughter and the joy. Where are all the boys? Weddings, kids, here they come. They'll add up one by one. Now we're grandpas, everyone. Where are all the boys? Now they're laying here to rest. All their life they gave their best. They have passed all the tests. Here are all the boys. Where are all the boys? All my friends from yesterday. I see all the faces, the laughter and the joy. Where are all the boys?
Hey, that's for the reals, Mike and Darlene. Sorry that we're not going to see you guys at the USPA this upcoming weekend. Don't forget, Thursday night, it's a free admission, and you can hear Jimmy K and the All-Star Band. They're going to be performing some tunes off of his latest recording. We can't wait for that. That's from 9 p.m. until 1 a.m. Thursday night into Friday morning. Again, that's a free event, no admission. And then don't forget, folks, we are not going to have a broadcast next weekend due to the USPA Memorial Day weekend.
We know you're going to be sad.
Yeah, I'm sure they are. Yeah. They're starting to cry right now, as a matter of fact. They're writing to the network. Wait a minute, we're not part of a network.
We are the network. You can send your complaints too.
Yeah. No one cares at gmail.com. No, don't do that, because I'm sure somebody has that already. Hey, we've got 2 more songs that we're going to do. How about Polka Family? Hey, it looks like Rick Kordakowski is here. Don't know if we're going to run into him at the USPA Convention and Festival. Here's Polka Family, another band that's going to be performing over there at the USPA Festival.
I love the way that you playfully smile. Yes, you've got that something that's driving me wild. 'Cause you are my lady and I love you so. Kiss me, sweet baby, I'm begging you so. 'Cause you are my lady and I love you so. Kiss me and hold me, don't ever let go. When you are dancing, my heart skips a beat. Hey, watching you twirl, honey, it's such a treat. 'Cause you are my lady and I love you so. Kiss me, sweet baby, I'm begging you so. 'Cause you are my lady and I love you so. Kiss me and hold me, don't ever let go.
I'm giving away some of my tricks. Pay no attention to the man behind the black screen, or in front of the black screen.
I love the way that you're looking tonight. Yes, you've got me flying, girl, higher than a kite. 'Cause you are my lady and I love you so. Kiss me, sweet baby, I'm begging you so. 'Cause you are my lady and I love you so. Kiss me and hold me, don't ever let go.
Hey, this song's going to take us on out. Guys, gals, we thank you so much for tuning us in. We love you. We'll see you soon.
Coffee black, cigarette. Start this day like all the rest. First thing every morning that I do is start missing you. Some broken hearts never mend. Some memories never end. Some tears will never dry, and my love for you will never die. a willing woman to hold me tight. But in the middle of love's embrace, I see your face. Some broken hearts never mend, some memories never end, some tears will never dry, and my love for you will never die.
Hey folks, once again, thanks so much for putting us on. If you've been listening in your car,
thanks for the ride.
Hey, you're tuned to Polkas After Dark, our broadcast link with a C, also YouTube and Facebook Live. Have a great week. Once again, don't forget to hang your flag this coming weekend. Happy Victoria Day to all of our Canadian family. We'll see you guys next weekend at the USPA. We're on our way there now. Hey, for Mike Pasheb, here's one called A Bird and a Bear off of the Going Out in Style CD, yours truly.